Friday. Time for your midday fix of fact and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Finally, happy Friday. I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Join us in the next hour and a half where the news feeds and stories that matter to you.
Yes.
Friday.
There's a lot of fun
Glad
stuff.
it's Friday.
It's Oscar season.
Yes, and Conan O'Brien will host again this year.
It
If
should
you
be
remember.
funny.
He has been getting...
I love Conan.
Yeah, he got rave reviews last year,
Yes.
and I'm sure he's gonna top his performance from 2025.
And you know, Conan O'Brien was in the Philippines doing his show here.
I'm sad we missed him.
I know, but
know.
guess what? I guess it was a how do you call it? A premonition, so to speak, because we're proud because there is a Filipina nominated for what was that, Mai?
Yeah, for cinematography in the Oscars for the film Sinners.
And you just watched it last night?
Yes, no, not last night. I watched it 2 weeks ago. It's one of the Oscar contenders. It's one of the films that received 16 nominations.
Wow,
Can
so
you-
we should watch.
And super, she's the first Filipina. Apparently, well, this is based on what we looked at. Correct us if we're wrong, but we're so proud that she will be the first Oscar-nominated Filipina for...
Can't
For
wait.
this
Her name
category,
is
yeah.
Autumn Arkapaw.
Diba?
yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of the first Filipina, there's another Filipina who we
Making us
all know and
proud.
love, making waves. Ferdi, who is it?
Alex
course.
Iyala, UYGG, you go girl, because you know what? Even Djokovic was quoted as saying that she's got so much fans, and they did a sort of a study on Alex, and she, funny enough, Pinoy Power, she's got so much following during her competitions that the other players that are even more seeded than her or top seeded compared to her don't have that much followers.
Yeah, when she was going against Alicia Parks during the Melbourne
Yes.
Open, Alicia was like, the fans were so loud. But I mean, obviously they quieted down because they were really cheering on Alex. And even Alex was saying before the game, during practice, she wasn't expecting that much Filipinos to show up.
Yeah.
She was saying, oh wow, like this is a learning process
You have
for
to give
me.
it-
She loves it, but she said she's just not used to the star power. She's just, I think, now feeling how she's starting to change Filipino tennis and her being up there in the pedestal because she is one of our modern day heroes.
And
That's
I
what
hope-
it means to be Pinoy.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hope since my daughter actually has a tennis racket that's gathering dust, Karine, maybe now it's a time to pick that racket up.
Maybe you
and
need to get it
actually
signed
play.
first.
Yeah.
By
Alex.
Alex.
We're
For
trying to get
check it
her
out.
here.
She's in Manila at the moment, but let's see.
She was
But-
walking around BGC last night.
Oh,
Actually,
wow. What did she say to
I
you?
was walking around BGC
Yeah,
last night.
so because I
Where
saw
was
people
I?
posting that they saw Alex just walking around BGC. We're trying to get her here, so no promises. Alex, if you're watching the show, we are trying to get you, girl.
This
can't
is
wait to
for
have you on the
we
show.
are trying, so please come on our show. We are so fun.
And
we eat a
Karine,
lot.
pick up that tennis
Racket
racket,
already.
okay?
But you know what? This says a lot, though, about
Yeah.
Filipinos in general. We are such a proud country.
Yes.
Wherever we are, it doesn't matter, sports, anywhere. You know, sports, acting, just film, anywhere.
Yeah.
Our pride talaga is so big. So we always support. That's
Also,
what
we
I
have to
love
give
about
it to Alex
Filipinos.
Ayala. She has inspired a new crop of tennis players.
Yes, that is like it's also like the phenomena of Carlos Yulo when he won his 2 Olympic golds. People were so inspired to do gymnastics. Now, Alex, at least we've got young crop inspiring kids to
Yeah.
to
And let's talk
step
about
up
the
and do it.
Filipino
I wanna play
fans as well,
tennis.
because we're a whole new different level when it comes to fanning or the fandom.
Yeah.
Whether it's in sports, for celebrities,
Yeah.
for anything.
Anything.
So I'm sure she's feeling all the support right now.
We should
Filipino
totally play
pride.
tennis, guys. We need to have Alex here and play tennis.
Oh, gosh.
Here in the
I can't
studio.
wait for that.
Play tennis with her.
Okay, let me
you
just-
play tennis, so
Yeah, I do play tennis.
like
so
she's
I wanna play.
guys. Monique's obsessed with
I'm not
tennis.
good, but I will play. I love it. It's
I used
fun.
to play in high school.
Tennis was also my first
Yeah, we
sport.
should play.
Super first sport.
We
I still
should
carry a
pick
scar
that
here from
racket
tennis.
again.
I have extra
Yeah.
rackets, Ferdi.
I
No
did-
excuse.
No, I was the tennis team manager. No joke.
Ah, yeah.
We
Here's
learn
our
something new
manager.
every day.
And we have a team now.
No joke. We used to play in Valle Verde, and I would
Doubles.
just sit
We have
around
a
and watch
doubles
them.
Let's go.
Well, let me
But
just
since we-
insert this right now because a lot of people online I know have been seeing this, and it was talk last year, but it's big talk now because officially the first trial has happened for of course, Blake Lively and her case,
And Justin Baldoni.
And Justin Baldoni, that's
it's
right.
that issue again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
coming back
Interesting.
because of the first trial. But I think what's more fun for the people or the netizens is that we are actually seeing unredacted messages between Taylor Swift, so the Swifties out there, peace be with you, and of course Blake Lively. So Hollywood is getting a shake-up, a major shake-up because of this. We're seeing emails of Blake Lively to Matt Damon, to Ben Affleck as well.
Are you obsessed with this thing?
You know what? It's quite interesting because you see actually the behind the scenes on how
She was
things work
watching
and
it
how
this
politicking
morning.
is in Hollywood.
And also,
Yeah.
a lot of people are commenting with that email exchange. It's giving mean girl vibes.
Yes, because
Yeah.
actually Taylor was saying she's not part of this, she doesn't support, like she's just neutral. But if you read the text, she said a lot. And
As
as a
you can tell, my
Swiftie,
co-hosts are
I'm so
millennials.
sad. But I still love Tay.
Do you think she's a mean girl?
Oh, it's hard to see with all the
Secretly.
Swifties
Obviously,
watching.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to put you. Sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot. No, she's a Swiftie. I'm also.
Swiftie. I love
I also
Tay.
love some of her albums.
Remember those famous lines
Nice save,
where
nice save.
Blake Lively actually said, I am Khaleesi, and like Taylor Swift is her dragon or one of her dragons. So it has been confirmed that Taylor Swift actually, agreed to those in the messages, and it's a lot.
Tay is
It's a
very
lot.
loyal. Let me just say, she's very loyal to her friends. If you mess with her friends, you also mess with Tay.
Napaka-close
I
niyo
know.
naman.
Hello, Tete.
Let me call her real quick. She's on speed dial.
Yes, again, fried chicken of the Tay crew, right?
No, I'm not naman a leader.
Mo,
I just
you-
like her.
Mo,
Fan
you
lang,
mentioned
her
that
songs.
Alex Ayala was walking around, and I said that I was
Yes.
walking around. And I just want to bring this up because I know a lot of people can relate, but no one is talking about it first. I placed it on my threads and everyone started agreeing. Manila has been so cold. It recorded
Oh,
22
yeah. I love
Celsius
it.
last night, and I love
It's
it.
so
Savor
nice.
it.
It's
Take
the
advantage.
season.
It's the amihan.
But I hope it stays like this.
No, for
I don't want
long,
it to get
right?
hot. It's so
Okay
nice.
lang, we're feeling cold, we're feeling a little cool weather. Manila is not
Look
the
at the
top.
sweater weather.
Yeah.
Snuggle weather.
No, because Monique told me to wear a jacket on top of my outfit because she's like, meh. I was like, okay.
It's
let's
giving.
go
She
for it.
said it's giving French artist.
You look like
French
a French
director.
artist, French director with your stash. Can you show them your OG outfit?
Ferdi Salvadori.
Oh, guys, vote
Ferdi
now what
Salvadori.
outfit you like of Ferdi.
I'm so bullied on this show.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Quite the opposite.
That's why you guys are not gonna get any food.
No, but then
No,
I
we
love it
got-
when there's movement. Like take off
We
a jacket.
got a lot of food
put
this
it on
week
the side.
already. I don't
yeah.
know about y'all, but I'm bloated.
So that's why, guys, next week we're not gonna have a lot of food because
Ferdi
we
said
did
we're
not-
dieting.
We're done. We're dieting, right?
And we're gonna pivot to the trends, style trends, hair
Yes.
trends, because
Wow,
of our
ganda.
guest
Yes,
today.
our guest for today.
She's like, I got you
Yes.
We
guys.
have Lourd Ramos, everyone, on
the
hair
fun
and
Lourd
makeup.
Ramos,
Yes.
hair
I
and makeup
can't wait
artist
to
to the
hear
stars.
him. Very unhinged. And we also have Keith Sacasas. We're going to talk about suits, especially women wearing power suits like
Yes.
Drew
So
Barrymore.
these are tailored suits, right? Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. I
And
love
he's
it.
one of the best out there.
But don't worry, guys. We'll still have food on the show, just not sabay-sabay. Maybe
Almost
next
every
day.
day.
Not every day, but every other day.
But you know, just in case before Mike comes back on, if there is a certain cuisine you guys want us to feature,
Yes.
please comment down below so that we know what to serve you. Okay? But anyway,
or
Mike.
share with us also what new diets you may be trying
Yes,
out this
actually.
year.
Yeah, I can talk about that after another week and a half. But
All right, stay tuned. We have a lot of stories to cover, but first, let's have the headlines.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish.
In the headlines, the Sandigan Bayan defers today's arraignment of former Senator Bong Revilla over malversation charges. The Supreme Court sets oral arguments on the consolidated petitions questioning the General Appropriations Act in the last 3 years. TikTok reaches a deal to avoid being banned in the U.S. And later in the show, we'll speak with Creation Salon CEO Lourd Ramos on the trends in hair and makeup this 2026, and designer Keith Sacasas on the perfect suits to wear. Stay tuned for that. The Sandigan-Bayan 3rd Division defers the arraignment of former Senator Bong Revilla in his multi-million peso malversation case tied to a ghost flood control project in Bulacan. Joan Manalo joins us live from the Sandigan-Bayan. Hi, Joan. Tell us, why was it deferred?
Mai, today marks the scheduled pre-trial and arraignment of former Senator Bong Revilla here at the Sandigan-Bayan 3rd Division. However, Revilla's camp refused to enter a plea during today's arraignment. As a result, the court deferred his arraignment to February 9 at 8:30 a.m. This is still in connection with a malversation case stemming from his alleged involvement in a 92.8 million peso alleged anomalous or ghost flood control project in Bulacan. Revilla arrived at the Sandigan-Bayan before 8 a.m. today, accompanied by his wife, Cavite 2nd District Representative Lani Mercado, and their son, Cavite 1st District Representative Jolo Revilla. During the hearing, the Sandigan-Bayan 3rd Division, presided over by Chairperson Associate Justice Carl Miranda, first took up motions filed by the defense. Revilla's legal counsel, led by Attorney Isaiah Asuncion, confirmed that they have filed several motions. Among these are an urgent motion to defer the issuance of a warrant of arrest and a motion to quash the information, citing that the elements alleged do not constitute the offense, along with other procedural issues. However, the court ruled that the motion to defer the issuance of the arrest warrant is moot and academic, since Revilla had already surrendered to authorities. On the motion to transfer Revilla to the PNP Custodial Center in Camp Crame, Justice Miranda said the court will personally visit and inspect jail facilities today. For now, Revilla and his male co-accused remain detained at the new Quezon City Jail in Payatas as initially ordered by the court. Meanwhile, female co-accused are detained at Camp Caringal in Quezon City. The court, meanwhile, gave the prosecution until January 28 to submit its comments on the motions filed by Revilla and his co-accused Juanito Mendoza and Emilita Huwat. Mai.
The former senator file any legal action regarding this?
The former senator once again filed various motions, as I've stated earlier, and these motions will still be discussed during the next hearing, which is set on February 9. Apart from Revilla, Mendoza's camp also filed an omnibus motion to quash the information and to also withhold the issuance of a warrant of arrest, which is also deemed moot and academic by the court. Meanwhile, Huwat's camp filed a motion seeking her continued detention at the Bulacan provincial office. This will also be resolved during the next hearing in February 9. Mai.
Thank you. Joan Manalo reporting to us from the Sandigan-Bayan. The Supreme Court has set oral arguments for the consolidated petitions questioning unprogrammed funds and special accounts in the national budget from 2024 up to 2026. It's scheduled for April 8 and 22 at the Supreme Court Session Hall in Baguio City. The petitioners, which include legislators, taxpayers, and concerned citizens, seek to nullify the adjustments made by the bicameral conference committee that inflated the budget for 3 consecutive years. A lawmaker and a legal expert warned the impeachment complaint against President Marcos could fail without stronger evidence. Speaking on BNC's Abogado, Kabataan Party List Representative Rene Co says the case can be strengthened with additional records and supporting documents. Meanwhile, Attorney Domingo Cayosa suggests consolidating complaints to avoid triggering the 1-year ban. Under the law, no impeachment proceedings shall be initiated against the same official more than once within a period of 1 year. They urge citizens and lawmakers with evidence to come forward to bolster the case.
Kami din, no, sa Makabayan Bloc, we raise the flag that an impeachment complaint has to be comprehensive, and if it doesn't, no, we risk triggering that 1-year bar rule, and we can see what happened in past administrations. Yung quote-unquote tactics ni Lozano, no, as mas kilala sila, wherein a defective or a weak complaint is used to trigger the one-year bar rule.
Yes.
And then subsequent expiry of that period, magpa-file ka ulit. Yes. So that's why we're opening that, no, open criticism as of now, to say na kailangan pa ng further expansion, and I believe until Congress, no, resumes its session this Monday, meron pang pagkakataon.
There's still a window of opportunity for those who are minded, who think they have a better crafted impeachment complaint, more evidence, to file their own impeachment complaint. And hopefully, the Committee on Justice or Congress will decide to consolidate everything into one viable impeachment complaint. So that, to me, is a way out of this danger of having a weak impeachment complaint trigger the one-year ban. So it's a challenge to the lawmakers and to any citizen out there who might have the evidence and the courage to come forward. But whether it's the Congress or anyone, it's the duty is for the complainant to substantiate it.
The bagong alyansang Makabayan denounces the alleged political interference after its impeachment complaint against President Bongbong Marcos stalls at the House of Representatives. Bayan President Renato Reyes Jr. tells Bilyonaryo News Channels On Point the coalition is still uncertain whether a refiled complaint on Monday will even be formally received by the House Secretary General. Reyes argues the issue is political, saying the decision rests squarely with the House leadership. Yesterday, Bayan left a physical copy of the supposed second complaint against PBBM after the Office of the House Secretary General refused to accept it.
This is a mechanism for the citizens, for the taxpayers to seek accountability. Why make that process so hard? Pinahirapan na nga tayo ng Supreme Court with their decision, tapos pahihirapan pa tayo ng House when it comes to filing. So parang the government doesn't really allow much latitude for citizens to seek redress of their grievances, to demand accountability.
Meanwhile, attorney Ferdinand Topacio, one of the complainants behind a supposed third impeachment complaint against the president, says his group plans to take action before the Supreme Court. The group, made up of former lawmakers and government officials, also had their complaint refused by the Office of the House Secretary General.
One way to resolve this is to sanction the Secretary General for failing to follow the rules of the House. And it pains me to say this because the present Secretary General is a good friend of mine. We worked together under President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
Tingog Party List Representative Jude Asidre says he will endorse the possible impeachment complaint that may be filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. Asidre told BNC's The Spokes he thinks that's the logical and principled consequence to do.
May possibility, no, na magkaroon ng impeachment possibility. Complaint si VP Sara, endorse niyo po ba?
Well, ganito. Parang nilagay mo naman yata sa ano eh.
Oops. I had to ask. It's another elephant. Daming elephants
ganito,
dito.
with the impeachment ni Inday Sara, ni Vice President Duterte, it's a different thing kasi. For us, it's the logical and principled consequence of all the hearings that we did in the previous administration. I mean, in the previous Congress. So, for as long as those questions remain unanswered, syempre, attorney, we will have to stand by the findings of the committee during the investigations that we ourselves have.
The Bureau of Customs continues its efforts to deliver the remaining balikbayan boxes abandoned in several terminals. Authorities say measures are now in place to hold deconsolidators behind the scheme accountable. Andrea Salve has more details for us live from Manila. Andrea, go ahead.
The Bureau of
of Customs has revoked the accreditations of 11 deconsolidators. The Bureau says these companies are behind the balikbayan boxes, which are abandoned and have been stuck in several terminals for more than 8 months. Following the release of 33 container vans of balikbayan boxes, the BOC is now set to deliver 72 more ahead of its February 14 deadline. Deliveries will be handled directly by forwarders, meaning OFWs will no longer need to go back to the BOC to claim their packages. The service will also be free of charge after the Office of the President allocated a 30 million peso fund for logistics and processing support. Representatives from the National Bureau of Investigation, the Department of Migrant Workers, and OFW groups were present during today's media viewing. BOC Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno says the NBI is already building a case for possible charges against the deconsolidators as authorities move to hold them legally accountable. NBI Acting Director Angelito Magno revealed that investigators are looking into possible collusion between foreign consolidators and local deconsolidators. He adds that the NBI is already coordinating with its foreign counterparts for the investigation. Mai Nepomuceno expresses hope that the remaining balikbayan boxes will be delivered as soon as possible now that the peak season has subsided. Mai.
Andrea, what does this mean for deconsolidators whose accreditations have been revoked?
These revoked deconsolidators are no longer allowed to transact with the Bureau of Customs. Sinabi rin ng Bureau of Customs, that they will release a full list of all revoked deconsolidators on their website and on their social media platforms to inform OFWs on which companies to avoid when sending their packages to their families. Nepomuceno also added na it's already in the works, stricter measures or stricter accreditation system for deconsolidators. Bye.
Thank you, Andrea Salve, reporting to us live from Manila. DPWH officials are set to review the delayed San Agustin Bridge project in Pampanga. Ian Maghanoy joins us on the line for more. Hi, Ian. What's the latest?
Yes, the leadership of the Department of Public Works and Highways is set to inspect the unfinished San Agustin Bridge construction in Arayat, Pampanga this afternoon. The inspection will be headed by Public Works Chief Vince Dizon, following the directive of PBBM to prioritize the continuation of all the delayed public works projects before the end of the year. It can be recalled that the bridge's construction started in 2018, noting a construction delay of almost 8 years. The inspection is part of the Maharlika Highway Rehabilitation, PEG, at 16 billion pesos. Mai?
Ian, when will the inspection of the San Agustin flyover start?
The inspection is about to start in a while, and we will provide you the latest update on this story in our news platforms. Mai?
Thank you, Ian Maghanoy, there reporting. No engagement today for President Bongbong Marcos after being briefly hospitalized due to diverticulitis. Ivy Reyes is on the phone for more details. Hi, Ivy. What's the latest? How is the president doing right now?
Yes, after the hospitalization at St. Luke's Medical Center the other night, President Bongbong Marcos skipped his second presidential engagement in Ilocos Norte today. The Presidential Communications Office announced late Thursday that PBBM suffers from diverticulitis, an inflammation of the intestine common among aging individuals. But according to PCO, PBBM might have been under immense stress, which led to this diagnosis. Presidential son and House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos represented his father instead at the rollout of education initiatives in Ilocos under the Programa para sa Buti ng Bayan at Mamamayan. This event underscores scholarships from CHED, DepEd, and TESDA, including a merit-based scholarship for top-performing high school graduates nationwide, hailing from both public and private schools. Meanwhile, in a video message yesterday, PBBM shuns rumors of his failing health and says the talks of his, quote, death are highly exaggerated. PCO reported yesterday that the president went back to work early morning and had 2 private meetings in the afternoon. PBBM skipped his first event yesterday at the awarding of the Most Outstanding Young Man 2025. And as for today, his private meetings continue this afternoon, according to Secretary Dave Gomez. Mai.
So, Ivy, we hope the president is fine, but tell us, why did he skip today's event? And is he taking the day off entirely today?
Yes, my PUV is fine, and the PCO stands by their statement yesterday. But according to PCO, this could be his doctor's advice to get some rest and recuperate. But according to Secretary Dave Gomez, this message was sent to us just before this live report. The president will have private meetings this afternoon, but the details have not been released yet. Mai.
Thank you, Ivy Reyes, reporting to us from Malacanang. Market sentiment over the next 3 months hinges on whether stalled government projects regain momentum. On BNC's Business Brief, investment coach Julian Tarobago Jr. noted that a pickup could ripple across business confidence, capital inflows, and even currency stability, which sets the tone for how investors price risk in the Philippine market.
If infrastructure spending comes back because it was frozen, then that would mean an improvement in the overall outlook for the economy. Yeah, and if infrastructure comes back in, contractor confidence comes back, capital expenditure comes back, overall risk premiums could go down, and asset values could go up, and it could attract foreign investments. And if foreign investments come in, could also benefit the currency, the Philippine peso. So there is quite a multifaceted benefit to having infrastructure spending come back in.
In other news, FIVOLC says the series of quakes near the Cotabato Trench is not a sign of a major earthquake. On BNC's Politico Nightly, Director Teresito Bacolcol said 694 tremors were recorded as of Thursday night. He called the activity an earthquake swarm.
Ang pattern na nakita natin ay consistent sa isang earthquake swarm o yung earthquake sequence. Ibig sabihin, maraming maliliit o katamtamang lindol na sunod-sunod in a short period of time, and they are very close to each other in locations. So this means may gradual release ng stress along the Cotabato Trench, which is the generator of these events. And yes, this may happen from time to time in a tectonically active area.
While FIVOLC recognizes the Cotabato Trench as an active and dangerous fault, he said there is no strong basis so far that the swarm will lead to a bigger earthquake.
So at present, again, wala tayong clear indication that these earthquakes may lead to a larger movement. At again, right now, wala rin tayong technology na makapagsabi na ang susunod ito ay isang malaking lindol.
FIVOLC says the swarm could last for weeks and advised LGUs, especially in the coastal areas of Sultan Kudarat, to stay prepared. Mega World Corporation is making a strategic move into the MICE sector with the launch of the Mactan Expo in Cebu. The developer, led by Bilyonaryo Andrew Tan, sees the new convention center driving tourism, attracting international events, and creating new revenue streams for the company and the local economy. G. Baroga has the story.
As tourism in the Philippines begins to recover, Mega World Corporation of Bilyonaryo Andrew Tan is making strategic moves to strengthen the industry. Tourist arrivals are expected to rise this year, boosted by the Philippines hosting the ASEAN Summit, an opportunity Mega World is ready to leverage. At the center of this strategy is Mactan Expo in Cebu, Mega World's first standalone convention center.
Dr. Tan has been very excited about our development specifically on tourism because that is really his vision that every township that we build, we should be able to really help boost the country's tourism industry.
The project marks Mega World's entry into the MICE, or Meetings, Incentives, Conferences and Exhibitions sector, tapping into a high-value market for business and tourism. Mactan Expo is situated within the 30-hectare Mactan Newtown Township in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. Next week, it will host the ASEAN Travel Exchange or CHAVEX, a significant event under the ASEAN Tourism Forum. Delegates will be welcomed by Echoes of Mactan, a mural that showcases Cebu's heritage. Also on display is Duyog, a 3D metal installation highlighting local culture. The facility includes 3 halls that can be combined to host up to 2,500 guests, making it flexible for large international events. Meeting rooms, a VIP lounge, a Muslim-friendly prayer room, and showrooms named after Cebu's famous beaches add value for high-profile clients. One distinctive feature is seashells embedded into the walls, connecting the space to Cebu's coastal identity.
Dr. Tan has visited the Mactan New Town quite a few times in the last 2 years. So he has seen this development. He has been somehow hands-on also in making sure that, the design, the construction, and how this will look will really be coming from his vision.
Mega World says the convention center is more than tourism. It's about building community, creating opportunities, and driving local economic growth.
A convention center naturally creates an economic ecosystem. When you do events, it brings people together, and then, of course, each activity would need the support of the community in terms of manpower, supplies, logistics and transportation, catering. So it will also elevate the standard of the community as we open with 2 international events immediately.
Mega World says the Philippines' hosting of the ASEAN Summit helped spark the Mactan Expo project. Looking forward, the company is seeing growth potential in the MICE sector with plans to replicate similar convention centers across its townships nationwide. G. Baraga, Bilyonaryo News Channel, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu.
Coming up next, hair care expert and celebrity hairstylist Lourd Ramos shares the hottest 2026 hair trends and must-try styles. Don't go away. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. We are joined today by a hairstylist and the CEO of Creations Salon.
And he's here to share the latest 2026 hair trends and expert tips to keep your hair healthy and stylish. Please welcome to the show, Lourd Ramos.
Hi.
Hello.
Oftentimes people say, what's in a name? When it comes to hair, the Lord is here.
That's why his name is Lourd, not Lord, Lourd Ramos.
That's so sweet of you both.
Funny thing, Mo, is that I've met Lord way back when it wasn't when you were starting. You were already on the rise then. And you were awarded, of course, by Go Negosyo and all of these other award-giving bodies, recognized. And you would think that would be the pinnacle and peak. And yet he's still rising up there, doing hair, makeup for, as you called it,
the 1%. So
perfect
all
for
the Bilyonarios, that's why we have him here. So we want to know how you penetrated. The salon industry is so competitive. It's hard enough to just basically penetrate the salon industry, right? But you penetrated that 1%. What is your secret?
Well, I always tell this to our team members in the salon and in the fashion industry. Whenever I do fashion shows and editorials, I would always tell them, give your 101%. You should always have plan A to Z. Kung pwedeng A to Z, have a plan. Sometimes whatever you think will work, it wouldn't work. Sometimes whatever the production asks from you, it wouldn't look good, then you have to change it again. I mean, you're artistic, you are creative, but then you always have to give your 101% service because the craft will not be a craft if you're not intelligent enough, you're not wise enough, you don't have plans on it because it will fail. If I didn't do the right thing, even in the pandemic, then I think the brand Lourd Ramos had already been diminished.
What's that right thing that you're talking about?
The right thing I'm doing is what you call service and discipline. If you know how to give the rightful service and when you're disciplined enough, then everything will just go and flow through it the right way. Even though sometimes you say, oh my God, it's so hard to do this. But then at the back of your head, you should always be having a plan B or a plan C. Okay, the next time around I'll do this, then I have to give my 101% service again.
I love that. Every day
Yeah.
we have to come in with 101% energy and excitement here at Daily Dish.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of that 1%, who are some of your clients?
Well, I have the Zobels with me. They've been there from the beginning. I have the beauty queens with me. I have, excuse me, Ferdi Salvador is there.
We heard something. There's a moo here.
I know. We have the fashion models goes
The
to the
CEOs,
salon.
also the CEOs, like
Yeah,
women
the CEOs,
entrepreneurs go to
the
you.
CEOs are there. The bankers are there. The community shakers are there. The artistic people in the
Aranetas.
industry. Cecilica is one of the suke we have. The Tantokas are there with me also. They believed in what we can offer as a Filipino creative.
There, you mentioned Filipino creative, and earlier on we were discussing there's actually a lot of penetration from other
I love
artists.
penetration.
It is a noontime show, and we do have Lourd Ramos.
Exactly.
So the penetration from other salons from other countries, we used to not have that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
before,
yeah.
you would only hear like a few, maybe in Malate, like a Japanese salon, but now we have actually chains coming in.
Yeah.
And it is competition, but how do you stay on top?
You know, it was really an issue like 5-7 years ago with the Philippine International Cosmetologists Association headed by Fanny Serrano, Les Reyes, Ricky Reyes, Jessie Mendez, David Salon, Cheris. We had this organization that, what are we going to do about this? You know what I said, because I'm the youngest among them, let them be. You let them be, you let them enter the Philippines, you let them shine, but we can never dim our lights as the Filipino most creative in the hairdressing industry. It is a matter of giving out our Again, I go back to perfect service. Again, I would always say, come back to the salon, go to the salon, 101%. No matter what you're dealing, naghiwalay kayo ng asawa mo, nalugi ka sa ganito, you go to the salon, you go 101%. That will make the clients goes back to you because he would feel, Lourd is so dedicated, Lourd is so committed, the team is dedicated, the team is artistic, and they are special. And when a person feels that special towards the hairdresser and the client, you will always come back. You will always feel it. It will showcase, it will shine. So wala akong pakialam kung maraming Korean hairstylists dyan at makeup artists dyan or whoever, the Shanghai artist or American. No, I don't care. I wasn't bothered.
Naku, magte-trending ka na naman, Lourd!
I don't
Lourd
care
is
again.
always trending.
Wait, you mentioned Les Ray as one of the pioneers and who's the one scaling salons, no? But your model is very different. It's not about scale, but service.
No.
You kept mentioning service.
Always.
So what is this service? Ano ba ito that when we sit down...
What's the service philosophy?
Yeah. When we sit down with Lourd, will we get
so
the
we're your 1%
latest chismes?
clientele right now.
Yes, you're part of the 1%. It's called
today lang.
exclusivity. You don't showcase whatever they are showcasing already. You don't. You showcase what you can offer. And that I think I've seen also in the VTRs. What is your vision for creations? Our main vision before is to make people beautiful and happy. So whenever you step out of the salon, I'll make sure that you're happier before you enter. Because sometimes, because when you it's such a nice haircut, and then after that, how do you feel about it?
What's the secret? How do you make people happy when they come out?
A great haircut. It's a simple, great haircut. It could be trendy, it could be classical, but the thing is how I handle my clientele, is how I treat them. I serve them coffee, I serve them hot tea, I brush everything for them. Sometimes I even wash their hair. Sometimes I even blow dry them.
So it's personalized.
It's personalized.
I
It's
love that.
exclusivity that separates Lourd Ramos from others. Before, I used to be flaunted 16 branches, 398 people, 400 people, fashion shows, Edras. No. It's exclusivity after pandemic. It's exclusivity that separates me from the other market share. The 1% are asking. It's exclusivity. Nobody can get an appointment from me right away.
Oh,
You
wow.
queue. You message me. If I say so, you're coming at this time, then you come by on that time. Because it's not the usual before already. Before you call, oh, can you make an appointment? No. I would always give you, hey girl, these are my schedule. You choose. You have freedom.
We better get
Yeah,
into
I
that,
said,
Mo.
wow, how long is the wait list for this? Well,
Yeah.
speaking of nice haircuts,
Thank you.
what are the trends nowadays for
Oh gosh,
2026?
I think Ferdi would love this. It's called The Present Time. It's from Davines, Italy, in Parma. It's an experience of coming out from the Hamptons. You know, I just got from a jet lag, and then your hair color has faded, but then the rich texture, the subtle lights of your highlights is there. The coffee browns are. Can you imagine
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
thinking, and now I want it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the fading coffee brown. Oh my God, I look good there. Huh? Thank you. It's that experience of, my hair is overgrown, my hair is just blonde. It's the wheaty golden beige blondes with coffee and chocolate.
For both men and
What do you
women.
call it? Like, if I were to go to you and I say, Lord, I want that look, what do I say to you?
You tell me, oh, I want the 26th trend.
The 26th look. Or the
Yeah.
26th
But what
trend.
about when it comes to haircuts?
The haircuts, oh my God. It's going back to the 60s and 70s. The blonde bob is back. Like what Lily Collins is wearing in Emily in
Yes,
Paris.
the Emily in Paris bob.
Yeah,
We've been
but
hearing that.
it is styled differently now. It has to be messier. It has I'm nonchalantly beautiful. My hair is beautiful. The color is fading, yes. but
So
my
it's
hair-
the no hair, parang
the no
maintenance
effort,
look.
the no
Yeah.
effort hair care look. It's about healthy scalp. It's about the swinging of the hair. It's a nice, rich color of the blondes that has faded from the Hamptons, or in Italy, or in Paris. Well,
Or
I'm
from
gonna-
Boracay.
Or from Boracay or Palawan. Yeah, it's the fading, but it's the scent of rich indulgence.
We could really sense the authority that you have when it comes to hair trends and hair looks and styling. But also, you're also very known to be very straightforward.
Very unhinged. I love it.
There,
Even
that's the
now,
word. Very
I'm
unhinged. And we love it. We
obsessed.
love
Thank
the
you.
energy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'll just quickly brush through it because a couple of years back, you really went viral. And I mean 16 million views
Worldwide,
viral.
not just nationwide, worldwide.
Okay, so how do you actually overcome that, or did it even bother you?
No, actually, a lot of people were so worried about me. They were texting me. I didn't even know that I was trending 3 days after. I said, what is happening? Why people are messaging me? And then one of my assistants said, oh, you're trending in TikTok, you're trending in Instagram. I said, why? Did I do something wrong? Whatever. I don't care. Because during the time it was my birthday and I'm getting married a week after, I said, it doesn't bother me. If they say those things, I don't care. It's their opinion. No matter what I'm going to say, it's still their opinion. So you cannot rush that. It's their right to say what their opinions are. But me, nada.
Did you always have this confidence?
Yes. I would always have. There's one instance when I was in Asia's Next Top Model. We were called by Tresemme to be in Malaysia and Singapore. I didn't know it was kind of a test that they are checking the 6 ambassadors from Asia, and I'm one of them. And then the Philippine general manager said, "Oh, just do good there, be great there, whatever," because there are other 6 Asian ambassadors. And apparently, Asia's Next Top Models Palau was choosing a panel member. And because I can speak well and I can explain the haircut really well and I can execute the haircut in like 20, 30 minutes, we're done. And they were like, oh my God, you stay for a week. And I said, I have to go home because I have clients. No, you have to stay because you're sitting on the panel. And I'm like, really? Thank you.
It all ties together.
We're not only learning hair care and makeup tips from Lourd, we're learning how to be confident and very unhinged.
Yes.
So don't go away, Lourd, because we're going to do a quick demo later of more unhinged comments. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do some hair demo later. Don't go away, guys. When we come back, he will demo a live hair care and styling demo here on the studio. Stay tuned, only here on The Daily Dish.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. And still with us, hairstylist, the Lourd Ramos.
You like the V?
Spirit fingers.
Okay, we're gonna get hands-on here right now. We have 3 beautiful models. And Lourd will be showing us how to actually style our hair with this Hamptons 2026
look. And like
look.
the bobs
Exactly,
and all
yes.
the faded
Yeah.
colors. So,
So-
Lourd, take it away.
This is my favorite look because it has been a staple ever since. It's the bob. It's the basic graduated bob. But then we style it differently. Like, you know, it's very free-flowing, like big curls, like a mod chic look. But then it's very controllable because you can turn it into a wet look effect by using a hairspray and your brush. So from a daytime look, you can make it and create it like a nighttime effect. So
But I'm really curious to find out if this goes for a certain type of face shape.
That was my question.
Question
I was
of
gonna ask. I was like,
promotion.
we're on the same wavelength.
actually, no, the bob is the most generic haircut, but the most classiest, classic, and fashion-forward haircut.
So if I have a round face, can I have a bob?
Of course.
So everybody can have a bob.
Yes, anyone
Okay.
can have a bob. Even a man or a, you know, like someone like me can always get and sport
So
a bob.
Ferdi can sport a bob.
Yeah,
Maybe we should
just
do
grow
a
his
bob
hair
on
and then we
Ferdi
can
next.
sport a
With
look
his
at-
mustache.
Yes,
Yeah.
look,
He
look
likes
at this.
it.
Yes,
Look at that. And look at how
perfect.
she's transforming right now by changing it into a wet look effect.
Oh, wow. It
From
looks
a
more
big
elegant
hair.
now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
To go from day to
Day to
night,
night,
from the
yeah.
wispy look to the more...
And do
the
you
more
do a
classic,
lot of
yeah.
layers with a bob, or it just depends?
It is a graduation of bob and precision. So if you want to really take it to the next level, you can always create like something more suitable for the facial shape, the structure. But for me, kasi it's the lifestyle. How you gonna style it every single day. So look at how we change from a daytime to a nighttime look to a more chic, classic
What
way.
is the length of a bob?
The bob can be a chin length on the 2026. If
Okay.
you are
Chin
more
length.
sharper, then you can go a little more closer to your jaw or to your ears. Some prefer the Lily Collins bob, something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So now we're moving on to is this the hair color you're talking about?
This is the
faded
hair
coffee?
color. Yes, this is the faded coffee for men. Men now are more the taong bayan of the salon. I have like 6% out of 10 men who
Wow.
always get their hair color, their pampering. So now we're using a little of the shine spray because they like shine. They want to look Korean, but you know, the color,
the sheen?
the
Yes.
sheen color, but then there's little texture on it.
So
I
what are
like
the
that.
haircuts for men naman? Together with the, how do you call it? Coffee?
The coffee
faded
color, the
coffee.
faded
The
coffee
coffee,
color.
okay.
So the haircuts is very classic also. The barber's tapered haircut. Anyone can sport this haircut as well because facial shape, status, lifestyle is very important as well. So we're gonna transform it also into a night out look.
Is
by-
there a lot of maintenance though for this, Lourd?
Oh, the men are much more high maintenance
Really?
right now.
You would think it's the women naman
Yeah.
late maintenance.
Men right now loves buying hair products and getting their treatments and their colors really in effect. So, you know, they spend more than women. And they would
love
ask you
that.
the latest haircuts and the hair colors at the same time, comparable before. You're right. So
So
this
when
is
people come to you, Lourd, do they just sit down and you take over and say, okay, 2026 look, here it is? Or are they more specific with what they want?
with the society right now and the status of what we have right now in fashion and hair industry, they would put out their phones and say, I want to look like her.
Oh,
Is that possible though? Like in
I
your
would always,
opinion?
again, my unhinged
Yeah.
opinion, I would say no. No, I would
are
always
you the
get
new
the-
plastic surgeon?
No, and I would always tell them, let me see and tell me if you can fix this hair the way
Yeah.
you wanted it, then I'll give it to you. If you cannot, I'll do something similar to that.
But
that will,
better.
but better, and then you will look good and you will love me again for that suggestion. So that's how I
love
do
it.
it.
So this is the more of the night look that we're showing
Yes,
now?
that we are showing right now.
Okay.
So, yep.
Oh, cleaner, okay.
Yeah, jumping
More
from
sleek.
for the third look, Florabella is applying a lavender sheen color for the eyes and the blush. This is very in for the 2026.
Lavender.
It's a little lavender-ish, a pink. Electric colors are back. It's very, very wearable. It starts from the cheeks and it starts from the eyeshadow as well. And then if you notice with the lips, it's very sheen, but it's very powerful. With the hair, it's called the Witty Golden Blondes. Okay, because it's Davines, it's called the present time. You came from the Hamptons or the Paris or Milan and everything. So it's a faded color from Davines. But
Yeah, it looks like it's sun-kissed.
It's sun-kissed, but it's definitely shining. It's moving. There's no dryness on it. It's just glowing. And the layers can fit any facial structure that we have in the market. And for me, that's very important in coming up with this kind of trends and looks. It has to be wearable. It has to be sustainable. Because a fashion trend cannot be sustainable and fashion forward if the person cannot wear it in a different way.
Very
Agreed.
true. But
Yeah.
what about the bangs, Lord?
The bangs, oh my God, look at this.
Can anybody pull
Anybody
off
can
bangs?
pull off a bangs, whether what kind of your facial structure it is, because look at that. It just made her look
She's so
more
pretty.
dramatic. It's
Wow.
wearable. It's called the Jane Birkin bangs.
You think
it's
that's
back.
natin,
Birkin
yeah?
bangs?
Yeah, the Birkin bangs
Well,
is back.
If the Lord said anyone can sport a bang or bangs, then that would mean yes. But of course, you'd have to go to Lord.
Right.
Okay, Lord, we're seeing great new hair trends for 2026. And it goes in line with fashion as well, because we've been talking about fashion and they were saying 80s, electric. You said the
Yes.
color for...
True.
And,
Maximalist.
The
maximalist.
maximalist,
yes.
and look at the outfits. It's
But
very
easy,
maximalist.
but
yeah.
easy to
Yeah.
maintain
It's
and
like
everything.
an effortless maximalist. The
True.
irony, right?
It is
of
true, it is true.
Both of them. But Lord, while we have you here real quick, what's the rule of thumb for how often we should get a haircut?
Well, you get a haircut every 2 months or 3
I thought
months.
every heartbreak.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you
People
can
do
go to me
that.
and I'll change your haircut.
Ang haba naman yun, Hardy.
Yeah.
People do that.
Normally, I would recommend my clients to come see me every 2 months just to get a little snip of your hair and then get a good treatment for your
Trim.
scalp. It's important for me. The scalp is very important. Your maintenance shampoo and conditioner is very important for me because what's inside your bathroom can really affect the condition of your hair. No matter how nice the haircut, if you don't take really good care of it, then it's not going to work.
Love it.
It's
learned
the
so
post,
much.
the post products and the pre products are very important. as
Thank
hair
you
care.
so
love
much,
it.
Lord
Thank you, Lord.
Ramos, joining us. And I
all
have
the
a
beautiful
feeling,
models.
I have a feeling, Mo, that we're going to be seeing Lord more often here.
Yeah, I have
Thank
a
you so
premonition.
much.
We are going to see him all the time.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
up next, we've got stories from around the world, plus the latest in sports and entertainment when the Daily Dish returns. Stay tuned.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. The country's healthcare system is now in the intensive care unit or ICU. That's according to health reform advocate Dr. Tony Liachon, who warns healthcare will collapse in the next 3 years if the government doesn't address the problem immediately.
Are we heading towards a healthcare crisis in the next 3 years?
Yes, magko-collapse ang healthcare.
When?
Yun, no? Magko-collapse. Ngayon lang nasa ICU na ang healthcare system natin eh. Ang daming na turn away ng mga pasyente dahil wala eh. So sa ngayon, I think we're going to have a healthcare collapse in the next 3 years. Kung hindi nila maayos ang funding, kung patuloy na aalis ang mga doktor at patuloy na maraming ghost hospitals and mismanage ang Department of Health at ang silver lining lang si Edwin Mercado. If you're listening, the President, mahusay yan. Ang problema, wala siya masyadong pondo para ayusin yung yakap.
Yakap.
Oo, yung yakap
Yes.
at saka increase ng case rates. Paano ka mag-increase ng case rates kung nalipat yung pera sa maipip? Oh. So, sa akin, ang silver lining is si Edwin Mercado at nakikita ko yung kanyang dedication.
On to world news now in Greenland, where residents, including the Filipino community, prepare for possible unrest due to the U.S. government's plan to control the island. Albert Bataclan has the full story.
Ayaw namin yung Amerika.
That's the blunt message from Filipino resident Karen Peterson, who has lived in Nuuk, the capital of Greenland, for more than a decade, as tensions continue to rise following threats by U.S. President Donald Trump to take over the island. Peterson, who owns a Filipino store and restaurant in Greenland, says the Filipino community there is increasingly on edge, now preparing for the possibility of unrest and violence.
Medyo na po yung nangyayari, parang intense. Yung iba po nagre-ready na, nag-i-stock na ng mga pagkain sa bahay. Makikita nyo na po ngayon sa daan yung mga police dito. Meron na rin pong dumating na mga militaries from Europe. Nakikita po namin yung Danish na ship na umiikot-ikot po dito.
Peterson says emotions among residents are mixed, that the uncertainty has pushed many people, including Filipinos, to join protests in Nuuk against the US's plan.
May takot po kasi what if maging yung plano ni Trump maging totoo or mangyari. So, iniisip po namin, paano po kami?
She also confirmed that the Philippine Embassy in London has reached out to the Filipino community of Greenland, requesting for an updated headcount. There are now over 1,100 Filipinos across the island. Nearly 700 of them are in Nuuk, most working as cooks, waitstaff, hotel employees, and cleaners. Meanwhile, amid the rising tension, President Trump appears to be shifting course, at least on trade. He announced he will no longer pursue a proposed 10% tariff on European countries that oppose U.S. efforts to acquire Greenland, which is contrary to what he sternly announced on Tuesday. In a social media post, Trump said that the decision followed what he called a very productive meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. Rutte, however, has not confirmed the outcome. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Trump also said he would not use military force, but wants immediate talks to secure ownership of Greenland. Trump has also suggested that frustration over not receiving the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize has fueled a more aggressive push for what he calls a complete and total control of Greenland, a territory of Denmark and a NATO member. In a recent text message to the Prime Minister of Norway, Trump reportedly said that after being snubbed by the Nobel Committee, he no longer felt obligated to think purely of peace, arguing that the world would not be safe unless Greenland was under U.S. control. Across Europe, the response has been swift and firm. Thousands have protested in Copenhagen, chanting Greenland is not for sale. According to Michael de Wille-Venning, a Filipino-Danish political analyst in Copenhagen, many Danes are struggling to understand Trump's fixation on Greenland.
They already have access to the military bases there. The minerals aren't really, they're there, but it'll take a lot of time to invest in it and develop it. I mean, there's no logical explanation. I only have things like, it would look nice on a map, like the Gulf of America.
In response, NATO allies have deployed troops to Greenland under Operation Arctic Endurance, signaling unity and collective defense in the Arctic. At the European Union level, leaders are now discussing possible retaliation measures, so-called trade bazookas options that could impose billions of dollars in tariffs on U.S. exports if tensions continue to escalate. Albert Bataclan, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
The Philippine team continues to show its determination to win in the ongoing M7 Mobile Legends World Championship in Indonesia. Sheila Salaysay is reporting live from Jakarta. What's the update today, Sheila?
Final M7 Ignites and Pinoy teams lined up Jakarta. Jakarta is on fire and the Philippines is making sure everyone feels it. And at the M7 Mobile Legends Backband World Championship 2026, Filipino squads are showing heart, skill, and unshakable poise under pressure. Team Liquid Philippines rose to the challenge, delivering a 3-1 victory over Onyx Indonesia in the lower bracket knockout stage. After controlling the first two games and bouncing back from a slip in Game 3, Liquid slammed the door in Game 4 to keep their M7 dreams alive and advance to the lower bracket quarterfinals. Now, the MPL Season 16 champions are chasing history, going for the rare feat of winning all 4 major NLPD events in a single year.
Our mindset is not to get the golden road Because in the lower bracket, we know that every single team is like in playoffs mode. That's why we need to be confident in every single game. We need to push ourselves into the limit. And yes, we don't focus on the golden ball.
The support felt across the arena and beyond. Pinoy crowd brought unmatched energy, turning every team fight into a homegrown moment of power. Aurora Gaming Philippines advanced to the grand finals after a heart-stopping 3-2 win over Malaysia's Selmor Red Giants in the upper bracket finals. Down 1-2 in the series, Aurora refused to quit. Jornat Cedric, Dimon Kai Taranto, and the squad pierced through defenses with a decisive word crash at the 23-minute mark, shifted the momentum.
I think it's overall performance talaga eh. Kasi lahat ng players ko talaga kanina nag-step up. Kaya naging maganda yung draft kung saan man kami napupunta. And napakaganda ng execution ng players, especially nung Game 5, napakalinis. So lahat yun I think credit sa buong team talaga.
Kung ano man yung mga kailangan kong gawin ng game is I keep it in mind para ayun, throughout the game ma-execute namin na maayos sa mga para sa yung composition namin.
For fans in the Philippines, experience M7 like never before at the official watch party starting today, January 23 until the 25th at the SM Mall of Asia Music Hall. Feel the action live on giant screens. Cheer with fellow fans and join the hype as the Philippines takes on the world. Enjoy gaming challenges, interactive booths, and meet and greets with esports idols, plus exclusive giveaways including smartphones and other secret lab gaming chairs. For fans in Indonesia, the M7 Carnival is the ultimate esports festival, opening also today at Stadium Madya. For fans here, you can watch live matches also on giant screens. Meet your favorite players, enjoy performances from local artists, and test your skills in interactive gaming challenges. From cosplay parades to exclusive merch booths, it's more than a tournament, a celebration of gaming culture with the Pinoy team's energy still electrifying the arena. Today's games here in Jakarta in GBK Indoor Stadium at 3 p.m., that's 4 p.m. Philippine time. It's the lower bracket quarterfinals. Team Liquid Philippines versus Aurora Gaming. And at 19, that is 6 p.m. Philippine time. It's the lower bracket knockout Alter Ego Esports going up against Team Spirit. And this is every match is a do or die. Every fight counts. And Filipino heart and power are still alive on the World Series of M7 World Stage. Oni, live here from Jakarta, Indonesia. Sheila Salaysay for Bilyonaryo.
Thanks so much, Sheila Salaysay, for that update live from Jakarta, Indonesia.
TikTok strikes a last-minute deal to avoid a U.S. ban. ByteDance, or Chinese owner ByteDance, finalized a plan to create a majority American-owned joint venture for the app used by more than 200 million Americans. The new company will secure U.S. user data and the algorithm, with U.S. and global investors holding 80.1% and ByteDance 19.9%. The deal marks a breakthrough after years of U.S. national security disputes over the platform. Harry Styles returns with a massive global tour ahead of his fourth album. The singer announced a 50-show Together tour across 7 cities from May to December. This includes 30 nights at New York's Madison Square Garden and shows in London, Amsterdam, and Sydney. The tour will follow the March 6 release of his new album titled Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. His single Aperture dropped the same day as the tour announcement. Tickets go on sale later this month as Styles begins his new or next album era. Up next, we will be speaking with Keith Sacasas on designing suits. Stay tuned.
You're still watching The Daily Dish. What makes a perfect suit?
Joining us now in the studio is designer Keith Sacasas.
Hey,
Thanks,
Keith!
Thank you for
Actually,
having me.
we've worn Keith several times, and folks, don't let this
Innocent,
youthful, innocent face fool you.
He actually designed, fun fact, my wedding dress.
Yes.
He's the one who did
I
that.
enjoy doing it so much, even if, there's last minute changes.
It was fun time.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Monique and I had a discussion over the phone one night, and nobody really knows how it is for women to dress up in suits. That's why we asked you to come today, because you are one of those rare designers that focuses on sartorial style. And Monique was like, yeah, how, like who does that? Who dresses up in suits, especially women?
Exactly. Like the first thing that comes to mind is Drew Barrymore. How she rocks the tie, the layerings of the suit. Because it's hard enough to dress up in a suit. Like what makes it tailored to your body, but to layer the suit, the power dress with a tie, how do you do that? Like, what are your tips?
I think for women, if layering, it should be an oversized suit. If you're gonna layer it with a shirt and a tie. But some of my clients, they really like something tailored, like with a curve. Something that's slim cut. Yeah.
To emphasize their body.
Yeah, to emphasize the body.
For men, like myself, I love wearing suits because it's true what they say, it's power dressing, right? Because it is my armor. And once I put on that suit, I have a different attitude.
Correct.
Is this the same for women?
Yeah, for sure. I think more for women, especially, because men are like more sanay with suits. Women are like, they're more comfy with dresses. Now na lang nauso, I think, the suits. Not literally now, but lately.
Yeah, it's coming back because
it's coming back
because
again.
a lot of people have gone. There was the dawn of athleisure, which just killed sartorial style.
We still love athleisure.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
But you, Mo, do you like wearing suits?
I love wearing suits. Actually, Keith, I have a few suits lined up with him already. No, seriously, I love wearing suits because just like you, when you put that suit on, there's a different power, different aura that you feel when you wear it, especially when the suit is tailored to you. So, moving on to now 2026, what are the style trends when it comes to suits? Like the cuts, the colors?
I think for the colors, more on the pop of colors, like royal blue, fuchsia pink, more of that than the black ones or the boring colors. And then for the cuts, it should be a mid-crop suit.
Okay, like how?
Until the mid-waist.
Okay,
Really?
for what purpose?
Well, it's flattering for every, even if you're small or on the taller side.
So
it's
this
still
is perfect for a lot of body types.
Yes.
So the crop suit, what about the pants?
The mid-crop.
Mid-crop.
Yeah.
And then what about the pants?
The pants, straight cut.
Straight cut.
Yeah,
Straight
for the
cut.
pants.
So we're no longer the wide leg, the Saint Laurent style with the strong shoulders.
I think straight cut is much more flattering for the mid-crop suit. Yeah.
Because, Mo and Keith, in Europe, and especially in France and Italy, women really wear suits daily, even if they don't work. It's a leisure armor. They wear a nice sartorial jacket with a nice skirt or pants, and that's a daily outfit. Here, it's not done that way.
Yeah.
You only wear if you're a woman, you only wear suits to go to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is that?
But, actually nowadays, everyone almost wear suits every day.
Okay.
Like, parang trip lang nila pumorma. They just want to look good sa mall or when they have dinner, lunch out with friends. Yeah, so I think now it's more acceptable here in the Philippines.
Perhaps we should ask Keith, what's your clientele age bracket so we know who's wearing the suits again or starting to wear suits?
It's half eh. Parang it's the middle-aged women and also the younger ones. It's really half.
So Mo's the younger one.
I'm the younger half, always. We're the younger generation.
Definitely.
Keith, we're seeing on the LED screen, the way you do your suits, it's very unique. Different cuts, different designs. What are your favorite ones, and what can you recommend for our viewers to go with if they want a more funky, unique look?
Well, actually, my goal is to always let my clients stand out in the best way possible. So that's where I sketch different. They have a peg usually, and then I'd sketch something that is on brand for me. Yeah.
But there's no specific.
Yeah, there's no specific type. Yeah, it really depends on the client.
But if you could recommend one funky thing to do with your suit, so it's not boring, what would it be?
I think don't be too uptight about the rules of the suiting. Like, you have to play a bit, you know, even the subtle details.
Yeah, because the first time I sat for Keith, we were discussing our sartorial plan. I told Keith, don't inhibit yourself, go crazy.
Yeah.
So he's made me pants with like open swirls
Yeah, I
here,
saw. So
you know,
fab.
different materials, oversized. I've worn him to the Tatler Ball, to a lot of Red Charity. I've worn him everywhere for the past year. And I've gotten a lot of compliments because it's not the regular look. And I think for women also, it's important that you're, like what he said, it depends on the client. Your styles need to come out and it's unique. What about you? What's your style? What do you want to see in a suit, Monique?
I don't know actually my style.
For Monique, I think tailored talaga than the oversized ones.
I let Keith, normally when I, like even like for hair or makeup, I let them style me. I don't really have a preference because I know they're the expert.
Yeah.
So like whatever Keith will say. So if it's tailored or oversized or whatnot, it just depends.
Yes, you know, of course, you've also dressed up Mai. You know, we've dressed most of us on the show secretly until up to today. What do you think suits her as a power dresser? For Mai.
For Miss Mai, definitely yung curves niya. We have to accentuate that all the time.
Yeah, always. But we've
The
seen you
body.
also have lots of suit dresses that are so beautiful.
Oh yeah, for suit dresses.
Do you think that's trending now as well this year for women?
Suit dresses, parang wala akong masyadong nakita for suit dresses. Parang it's more of a personal preference.
Yeah,
the suit dress.
You know what? Back in the day, JC Buendia used to make a lot of beautiful suits for then former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. And he's really changed her style into that kind of silhouette. And that gave her so much style and power.
Right.
Like when you see her dressed in like a dress suit, you're just like, wait a minute, she means business, right?
It's like Kate Middleton, no?
Yes.
Laging naka-dress
Always
suit.
wearing.
Yeah, but how would you, like for example, how would you recommend to dress our president? Of course, he wears barongs because that's our national style. But if you were to put him in a suit, what kind of style would you put him in?
Oh, I think I'd still go for the traditional classic one with just a bit of twist to it.
Like what twist?
Like I think I call it the floating collar. So it's not that obvious, but it's a subtle detail that's gonna be different from the rest. Yeah.
When it comes to fabrics, when choosing out and making your suits, what are the top fabrics that your clientele are choosing now?
For women, it's crepe, the smooth crepe. Yeah, neo crepe, as they call it. For men, the usual wool mixed with some cotton.
But that's an unusual choice for a suiting material.
A crepe?
Yes.
Well, it's very comfy.
Because it's not as structured.
So
Yes, that's why.
It's
Because
free-flowing.
you and I are used to like super like structured pieces, right? What materials won't you use?
definitely silk. Because we don't have ano rin here eh. Wala rin tayong silk talaga na pure silk dito sa Philippines, I think. So hindi siya flattering tingnan.
Is it possible to make like a suit out of barong, like with the pinya?
Oh yeah, definitely. Coat barong.
Wasn't that uso before?
I think
I've never had one, and I'm not.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm really. I prefer a traditional funky barong.
Yeah.
I like a barong with a little bit of a character. Like that's also power dressing for women, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you dress a woman in a sartorial style but with a barong?
Oh, I think I'll definitely play with a skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, the embroidery of the classic barong and then up until the skirt.
Well, speaking of skirts, Keith, is there an appropriate length that for skirts? No, because it depends, right?
I got surprised when you asked that question because she's known and Monique and Chal are known to, to be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to skirt.
Because when you
length.
think of suits, right, like a suit skirt set, it's always typically here. But sometimes that can make Chal and I look a bit older. So is there a way to, look at this, what we're showing on the LED. Oh, okay, it got lost
Is
in
that
the
the D?
translation.
Well,
But
above
it's
the knee
beautiful.
talaga dapat. Yeah.
Always above the knee.
Yeah.
That's the rule of thumb. Okay.
For
See,
young
above the knee.
people,
Yeah, because again, in a couple of months it's already State of the Nation, and we always cover that in Bilyonaryo news channel. And of course, we want to look not only appropriate, but we want to power dress
And
in already
in a
power,
unique way.
in a very unique way. How would you dress us up?
For what event?
For State of the Nation
For sauna.
address.
All four of us, actually. You can start with
Yes.
Ferdi.
Definitely Filipiniana, no?
Yes, it has to be
Yeah, well, we
Filipiniana.
can do a power suit with a Filipiniana sleeves, something like that. But suit dress, not the pantsuit.
For the girls.
Yeah, for the
But what about for
girls.
Ferdi?
For Ferdi, I think the funky barong that you always want.
Yeah.
Still classic, chic, but it's different from the other.
Well, we can't wait
can't
for
wait.
that, Keith. Thank you so much for giving us insights
you.
today. Thank you so much
Yes.
for being here. And we can't wait to see what you're going to create for us in the next couple of months.
Yes.
Super
That's
excited.
Keith Sacasas,
Thank you.
sartorial designer.
Thank
We'll be right back after a quick break. Stay tuned.